In just another hour or so, dive teams are going to show up, and they're going to make a pass through the creeks that are around here and the ponds.
A possible recall election for the mayor means a delay for a sex abuse lawsuit against Spokane County.
This is Stephanie Boucher. She is from Butte, Montana. Good morning, Stephanie. Thanks for giving me some lessons here.
Good morning.
Tell me, first of all, explain to our viewers what kind of cancer you had and your treatment.
Natalie, where are you? Where's your picture?
I'm from right there.
We are inside the fire, and I have been learning how to put out the fire with water, obviously.
Okay, what we're going to do now, Lucinda, is we're going to do what we call an indirect attack.
Well, Suzanne, I've just confirmed with Corporal Dave Breaking that those shots did come from inside the house. Apparently, the suspect was shooting at the SWAT teams, but we do not know if anyone has been hit. He doesn't have any information other than that. You are looking at a chaplain consoling a woman who we've been told is the sister of the suspect. We do not know her name or the suspect's name yet because Dave does not want to release that suspect's name or age, but we have heard he's a young man, maybe about 29 years old. The situation here just continues to be an organizational move. Most of the SWAT teams have moved out. We are hearing more shots fired, several shots fired. We do not know if they were fired from inside or outside. I love to hum that tune.
I know. Notice I'm walking slow today because I want Friday and the weekend to last a long time.
That's a good way to do it. If you savor the moments, they'll last longer.
It's not going to work.
Very wise.
It's going to be Monday before we know it.
Now for the latest in the Terry Schiavo case. Terry Schiavo's parents have filed arguments in their appeal to the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, saying their brain-damaged daughter's due process and religious rights are being violated. Earlier this week, the U.S. Supreme Court refused to intervene, and Florida Supreme Court issued a late ruling that backs a lower court judge's refusal to allow the state to take custody of Schiavo. At her husband's request, Schiavo's feeding tube was removed a week ago. Her family says she is starting to show signs of dehydration. Lawmakers are considering new legislation to better protect state workers during home visits. The state worker who was attacked by a machete is pleading with senators. Edith Vance appeared before lawmakers yesterday, still bandaged from last month's attack. Vance and another worker were checking the welfare of several children in Ferry County when the children's father, Brian Russell, attacked her with a machete. A sheriff's deputy shot and killed Russell. Now, Vance wants lawmakers to take more action to prevent these kinds of attacks. Too much media coverage means a Spokane judge is handling a Tri-Cities murder trial, and the Tri-Cities teen now faces nearly 27 years in prison for his participation in the stabbing death of a popular teacher and coach in Benton City. 16-year-old Robert Suarez received the maximum sentence yesterday. Suarez and another boy are accused of killing Bob Mars in September 2004. 14-year-old Jordan Castillo has pleaded innocent to first-degree murder. His trial is scheduled to start May 16th in Spokane. The governor's mansion in Idaho is getting a facelift, and a Coeur d'Alene developer is offering $100,000. Coeur d'Alene resort owner Dwayne Hagedorn pledged the money to help restore the 7,400-square-foot home in Boise. And billionaire potato magnate J.R. Simplot donated the mansion to the state last December. Hagedorn says he wants neighbors across Idaho to join in this renovation process. There is more development planned for downtown Spokane as well. You will soon see luxury condominiums on the north bank of the Spokane River. The Upper Falls project will break ground by summer's end in the parking lot just west of the flour mill. Don Barbiera's investment group is behind this project. There will be 5 stories with 28 condos. Prices will range from $400,000 to $1 million, and floor plans range from 1,800 to 3,500 square feet. You can move in by the summer of 2006. Elementary school students in the Central Valley are getting a very special gift this morning. News 4's Kirk Hawkins is live at McDonald Elementary, where the ceremony just wrapped up. Kirk, what's the scoop?
Now, Mark, we did not plan this, but I want you to look right here. This truck, this F-250, this is one of the top stolen vehicles in the nation, and the driver left it running and even left the door open. So that's the easiest way to steal a car, but we have some undercover officers to show us how quickly they can steal a more difficult vehicle. I'm going to check the time real quick here. Just tell us what they're working on there, Scott.
Again, they're working on getting in the door without causing any damage to the door. That way when they drive off, the police won't see that.
4 seconds it took them to get inside the door. Tell me, as an insurance guy, what does this mean for us?
The average loss for auto theft is almost $7,000 per theft. And theft is up 51% in the last 10 years in this state. 45,000 cars, nearly 45,000 cars stolen last year. That all comes out of our pockets because the money we pay in for our insurance, part of that covers auto theft.
Now, Scott, you're with the National Insurance Crime Bureau. He just got the truck started. Let's go and tell me what it is. Normally, they would have driven away really fast, but they're getting out to show us how it's been stripped. What is it they're looking for? What have they done?
Well, basically, they've busted up the steering column to gain access to the ignition switch. And that's all they need. Once they get the ignition switch, they can start the vehicle.
And in this truck, the speakers have been stolen.
Exactly.
Any good stuff has been stolen.
Right.
Out of
speakers, stereo, and rear speakers. And, you know, if they have sport seats, they're going to take the seats, too.
Yeah, and thank you so much to both of you. Thank you to you guys, undercover officers. That was awesome. They come over from Seattle to help us out this morning. Mark, as you can see, it's so easy. Leave your truck running, or even if you don't leave it running, they can get right in there, and it costs us all money, and that means everyone needs to be a little more aware of their insurance claims.
It doesn't look too bad, but it's heavy because it's wet.
I'm doing the carnival now.
This isn't just any glassware.
It's over 100 years old. Your mom had it, and it came, you know, like you said, you could get it when you got gas or oatmeal.
And you cannot find it any place.
Each plate, each teacup, a memory of this 82-year-old's mother.
Oh, what a wonderful person she was. She was just so kind-hearted.
The same words all these people would use for Fran Barr.
She's the mom that has carried everybody through everything. She's been there.
And now all these friends and family want to be there for Barr.
Now that picture can probably go in here, huh?
Barr's house of 28 years was the first house to go up in flames yesterday. 6 others followed. Barr and her son-in-law had to run out through the fire.
I am totally exhausted. I don't think anybody slept a wink last night.
And no one will get much rest over the next few days.
Take it out. That's no good.
Some food survived.
17-year-old butter. We saved the beer.
The Barrs say there is hope. Even surrounded by 200 blackened acres.
Still have the best view in the world.
Even in the middle of singed photographs.
Who is this?
Even in the midst of exhaustion.
And we'll just rebuild, right?
In Okanagan, Lucinda Kay, KXLY News 4.
Lucinda, tell us about what your dream job would be.
Mark, this is so fabulous. At 15 years old, I started dreaming of becoming a news reporter. So I know I'm pretty lucky to be living my dream, but I also always had another dream to become a singer, perhaps a lounge singer, something like that. And you know, it takes so much training and a lot of talent to be a singer. The training, well, I received a few hours worth. Talent, that's of course all just a matter of perception, but take a look at my lounge singing boot camp.
What you do is make sure your knees are loose and breathe.
First step in lounge singing boot camp, learn how to survive on stage when you're not a savvy singer.
The thing you want to think about is, am I breathing?
I'm already holding my breath. But jazz singer Christina Ploger says a skill I do have will help ease my nerves up there on stage.
Talked until you were a little bit comfortable.
Christina is also the director for the Spokane Area Children's Chorus, and she doesn't even run laughing from the room when I practice my Gershwin tune in D major. Pretty good lingo for a beginner, huh? Let's laugh now. As a performer, you can't just stand like a stick of wood, so the next stop in lounge singing boot camp, Mariana Cini at the Simply Dance Studio.
I would lose the snap. So we're going to strut out there, over here, and we want to engage with the audience.
What audience? Apparently, becoming a lounge singer means a little acting, too.
Sing to all sides of the audience.
But dance?
Oh, good. Let's go the other way.
And sing? All at the same time? Apparently. Now, Mariana with Simply Dance and Christina Ploger with the Spokane Area Children's Chorus are certainly saints to put up with a beginner like me. Now, there will be a lot of race walkers, too. What's the difference between running and race walking?
Race walkers always have to have one foot in contact with the ground. Anytime both feet are off the ground at the same time, You've turned it into a run, and you've broken the rules of race walking.
Okay, did you guys all hear the rules of race walking? Okay, I have Stephanie, she's in charge of the building. Everyone knows Mark Starr from David's Pizza. This is Kim, she's with Brooks Shoes, and these are our security guards back here.
No particular reason.
Okay.
Okay, Kurt's gonna start race walking.
Race walking. On your mark.
That's not me.
Get set. Go.
I can do this.
I can do this!
I can do this.
Mark Starr, you're running.
Very good, everybody. How was that, Mark? We are well trained. We're ready for this. What do you think?
I'm not sure how well trained you are, but it makes...
Mark Starr is used to running for pizza.
Right.
That's why he had the edge.
Did Mark beat me or did I win?
You won because he got disqualified.
Oh, they say you're disqualified.
He was running.
Peterson.
You were running? I didn't see you running.
I didn't see him run.
I wasn't running.
Well, it was a slow
I
run.
want to see the tape.
It was a slow run.
Wow. It was a slow run, they say. For News 4 team.